This NBA season, there have been multiple young, up-and-coming players being talked about as future stars. Evan Mobley, Tyrese Halliburton come to mind. However, I think there's a future star in the mix that hasn't been brought up enough. Since you've already seen the title and thumbnail, that player is Josh Giddey of the Oklahoma City Thunder. How is everybody doing? My name is Gray Hoops, and I hope you enjoy this video. During the 2021 NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder would shock the world by drafting Australian guard Josh Giddey with a number 6 pick in the NBA draft. The 6'8" guard was seen as a slight reach by many, as most mock drafts had him in the 9 to 11 range, and the Thunder had been reportedly targeting James Bouknight with this pick. However, the Thunder absolutely knew what they were doing with this pick though. Josh Giddey, coming out of the NBL, was a 6'8", 18-year-old point guard who was already seen by many scouts as the best passer and playmaker in the draft. He also wasn't afraid to attack the basket and had a reliable mid-range floater. However, his major weaknesses was his slow release and his streaky shooting. It was clear off the bat that Josh Giddey would need to work on his jumper. Giddey would show flashes of excellence in his rookie year. After being given a starting role on the team right out of the gate, he was already playing almost 32 minutes a night. On the year, Josh Giddey would average 12.5 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 6.4 assists. Besides just stuffing the stat sheet though, Josh Giddey was already seen as one of the best passers as well as inbounders in the league. The NBA started to take notice, and Josh Giddey would receive the Western Conference Rookie of the Month award for 4 straight months in November, December, January, and February. During this time, he would also go on to break an NBA record for the youngest player in NBA history to record a triple-double, as on January 2nd, 2022, Josh Giddey would put up 17 points, 14 assists, and 13 rebounds in a loss to the Dallas Mavericks. The flashes of greatness were there, however the season wasn't at all perfect for Giddey, as he would be ruled out for the remainder of the season due to hip soreness on March 27th, and would go on to miss the remaining 23 games of his rookie year, meaning that he would only play in 54 of 82 games this season. This would keep Josh Giddey off the first team All-Rookie and out of the Rookie of the Year conversation, as he would just find himself a spot on the second team All-Rookie. Giddey's shooting ability was also being questioned, as he would only shoot 41% from the floor and a terrible 26% from 3. Throughout his rookie year, it was shown countless times that Giddey was an elite passer as well as an elite rebounder for a guard, as he was 3rd in rebounds per game by a guard in just his rookie year. However, it seemed if Giddey couldn't fix his shot, he would plateau a lot sooner and into a much different kind of player. Hope was at an all-time low. Until during the offseason, the Oklahoma City Thunder would sign shooting coach Chip England. Chip, who had previously spent 17 years with the San Antonio Spurs, was seen around the league as the top shooting coach, with some even going as far as calling him a shooting guru. If Chip was as good as advertised, then Giddey could hopefully take his shooting to the next level and become a real all-star threat on an already young and talented team. Going into the 2022-2023 NBA season, to say that Giddey's shot is better would be an understatement. This season, Josh Giddey is averaging 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists on 48% shooting and 33% from 3, all major improvements from last year. However, diving a bit deeper, Josh Giddey started this season very slow due to missing the last 23 games of last year and having an entire offseason, meaning he didn't play any organized basketball for almost 7 months. Now that he is back in his groove, in the last 20 games, Josh Giddey is averaging 17.4 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 6.2 assists, while doing this on a blistering hot 51% from the field, 39% from 3, and 94% from the line. I wanted to go back and see if there were any players who averaged any stats similar to these, and Josh Giddey's stats are similar to but slightly better than DeJounte Murray's stats in 2021 before his All-Star year, where he averaged 16 points, 7 rebounds, and almost 6 assists at the age of 24. The major difference being that Josh Giddey is only 20 years old and is still one of the 25 youngest players in the NBA, with several more years of development ahead of him. Just this past week, Josh Giddey played in his 90th career game, which by itself isn't too exciting. However, what most people don't know is that Giddey now joins Luka, Doncic, Ben Simmons, and Grant Hill as the only players to ever record 1,000 points, 700 rebounds, and 500 assists through their first 100 NBA games. And what do these 3 players all have in common? They were all multiple-time All-Stars and all made an All-NBA team in their career, putting Josh Giddey in some elite company. Going into the second half of the season, the Thunder currently have a record of 22-23 at the time of making this video, good enough for the 9th seed at the moment. Josh Giddey is 2nd in minutes per game behind SGA, proving that this backcourt can lead to and is already ready to start playing some winning basketball. The Thunder were projected to only win 23 games this season, so saying this team is playing past their expectations is an absolute understatement. But the second half of this season is really going to be the real test to see if Giddey can keep up his elite play through the second half of the year and possibly into the playoffs if the Thunder can keep up this elite level of play. It is hard to determine how good a player is and will be with such a small sample size of less than 100 career games played, but from the flashes of greatness in his rookie year and his absolute elite passing and basketball IQ, I personally think it's safe to say that this isn't just a hot streak for Josh Giddey, and that in the future I won't be surprised to see him average 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists in his prime, similar to someone like Jason Kidd. All of this is why I'm confident in saying that Josh Giddey is going under the radar as the NBA's next potential star. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. I hope you guys did. See you guys next time. Peace.